Karl&Jarmin. I'm in Janet's house now, a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house, and everything is a mess because I just barged in, and they're getting ready to get stuff ready for Thanksgiving at her mom's. But I thought maybe I could do a couple minutes of video just to show you some of the equipment and issues, and I'm going to try to not wiggle the camera. This is Casey in his wheelchair from behind, and this is him from the front, and he just got his teeth brushed. And this is Janet, who just walked in. And they have a small balcony that I'm standing on right now, shooting into the house. So on a nice day like this, he actually does like to go out in his wheelchair and enjoy the warm air and the sun. And as you can see, thresholds like this is an old beach cottage teardown that will be a project for someone else, the owner actually. She's leasing it, but she has these little metal apparatus, and she has those on the thresholds in the front door as well. And so any thresholds or change in elevation from one floor to the next is kind of an issue when you're rolling over various things. Janet, you want to show, just kind of roll the Hoyer lift. Karl&Jarmin, the lift behind Casey there is, I think, the same brand as Augie has, but if not, it's just a variation. So it has feet that are pretty long, as you can see, and if necessary, they actually spread so that you could load him from the front. And why don't you just wheel that through the kitchen door opening, okay, if you could.
I'll put the sling in it because you have to see where the sling is.
Oh, rather than put Casey through, because he just got out of, so he's sitting in a sling right now, and so when Janet needs to get him out, she'll cock the chair back and then lift him up with this machine. And so this is the sling without him in it. So he's probably 5 foot, roughly, and 100 pounds plus or minus. So he sticks out beyond what you see here with blue. And she doesn't carry, you don't take him room to room in this. So she's really, let's say in the Casey's room, she'd be using this to get him in and out of bed, but I was just going to show you how big this is just by having her go through the doorway. So this isn't something you'd really want to take from place to place. Okay, that's good. So we're kind of thinking having one of these in the bedroom and one of them not in the bedroom made sense if his bedroom was over on the bedroom wing. If it's over off the dining room and all those openings are really big, then maybe one lift is all that's needed. But getting an extra lift's neither here nor there. Now you can see the hospital bed is a standard hospital bed and size of a single bed basically. And you can kind of see the hardwood floors. There's a lot of shadows, but they get beat up. Oh, and this is his, oops, my finger's in the camera. This is his shower chair. So it's about the size of his wheelchair. And, oops, hold on. I'm not in a good spot. Sorry, Jarmin. Okay, so Janet's showing us, if you're not seasick, so he's in the sling pretend, and she brings him over out of the bed. She puts him in the bed to change him or undress him. So now he's naked in a shower sling and lowered into this chair. So this is the other major thing, is having the shower accessible, because he doesn't use the bathroom for anything except bathing. So she's going through this routine, and then she's going to move this out of the way, so having some open floor space in the bedroom or where he is helpful. And now I'm going to follow her into the bathroom, trying to hold my phone steady here. Can you? Yeah, the lights. Whoops. So this is an older shower, and it has a dam, but go ahead and just put, so right now she's struggling with getting him over the dam by doing a wheelie, which I don't know if you can see from my angle, but basically gets him in the shower. And this particular shower chair is such that those legs don't go down, and she hasn't found a good replacement. But if you can imagine his legs or feet sticking out beyond the right side of the chair there. Yeah, so he's kind of...
He's not much bigger.
So this size of a shower is what? You measured it? Is it a 5 foot opening? Something like that. You're 5 foot what? 5'5". So that's kind of what it's like. And as you can see, there's a shower curtain. So if we design a nice shower that would have a glass enclosure, we wouldn't put the glass enclosure in now.
Put this in.
So he uses a hand shower, and she would use a shower curtain, and then we could always take the shower curtain out, and she's all wet during the process, so the floors need to be and splash kind of proof. But as you can see, there's kind of a modest vanity and everything in here, and it's not ruined from water, so the shower curtain works well. The contractor actually has a handicapped father, and he had some idea for the shower where you don't need any doors and it doesn't really splash. Okay. Janet just wanted me to point out what works well here by chance is that these hardwood floors that are old and worn, and the linoleum that's leading into the kitchen is seamless. It's there's no bumps. Karl&Jarmin, this is a new apparatus that was just delivered yesterday, and it's kind of a motorized thing that will move his hands and his feet, and she'll just take his wheelchair and put him in it. So this just needs a place to live, either in his room or the dining room. It's probably not that easy to roll, but it can roll. So, and I don't know how often he's going to use it because he just got it, but maybe daily. Janet is in the little dining alcove here. This big thing kind of looks like a Frankenstein chair that you would strap somebody in, is what he gets strapped in, and it's a stander. So it's probably 6 feet long, and she'll just kind of demonstrate what, so having space to roll this around, and so she has him in the sling with the Hoyer lift, and then she will sit him in this, and so let's just pretend he's in there already, and he's strapped in place so his feet and everything are straight. And it's actually a stander, so the intention here is to have weight bearing so his bones stay stronger. And, sorry, I get my finger in the way. So he's in this, and then that can be wheeled around, so just roll it a little bit. When Claudio was over, we kind of demoed this, and we took it from, one room to the next. And as long as the halls were on the wider side, 3.5 to 4, then this thing could go all the way from the living room into, on the bedroom side. If we went with that option 2, this could actually go down the hall, so it could stay in his bedroom, he could be put into it and then come out. And he stands in it for maybe an hour? Is that about right? Okay. Yeah. And then she'll wheel this outside too. And so this has smaller wheels than his wheelchair. So again, the kind of anything we do, I realize that there's already thresholds for the sliding glass door, but because if we do the garage side dining room, that would not have a balcony going out like the other plan. So if he's going to go outside and hang out in the sun for a little while, it would be off of the living room deck, because that's the existing deck and we just stick with it. Okay. Oh, one other thing, I'm just going to walk over here. You might recognize this. And I bet you I know someone who could get you one. But this is the elliptical trainer, Augie's Octane Fitness. So he was kind enough to send Jan one. And she doesn't know what to do with it. So it's in her dining room. Her daughter will do an hour a day. Oops, my finger's in the way. And it's roughly 6 feet, 5.5 feet, something like that. So it'll need a place to live. Probably in Casey's room is one of the options if it's big enough. Okay.